Hello everyone, this is Andy. I had some people in the comment section asking about selling blocks and adding more blocks and all that, and how it would hurt the people that already have blocks. And so I just wanted to do a little quick video to show you that it actually helps to sell more blocks. And I'll explain why in just a moment. But it's not the number of people that are in our group that make any difference whatsoever, whether it's 300 or 3,000. It's the number of blocks that we need to look at. So if you got 1,000, 5,000, 100,000 blocks, so let's take a look. If we have 1,000 blocks, it won't matter if 10 people or 50 people have those blocks. The only difference is the actual number of blocks, because this is what the total amount received would be divided into. So we don't take our dividends and divide them by 500 members. We take our dividends and divide them into 500 blocks. Okay, so the number of people absolutely makes no difference. Okay, so we're going to take a look, and the total to invest, we got 1,000 blocks, which would be $100,000. Okay, so we have 4 stocks. One is valued at $1. We purchased 10,000 shares for $10,000. The next one is $2. We purchased 20,000 shares for a total of $40,000. The third one is $5. 5,000 shares at $25,000. And the last one is valued at $10 per share, and we purchased 2,500 shares for a total of $25,000. Now these dividends, they all pay dividends. We're going to assume that the first one pays 4%. We don't, they were cheap shares, so we didn't get much on that, $400. The next one paid 5%. We paid $2,000. The third one paid 10%, which is $2,500. And the last one, the most expensive one, paid 15% for $3,750 return. So the total is $8,650, or $8.65 per block. Now please note that this has zero affiliation with anything in Iraq, because this would be totally different if I took IBSD and TASC and a couple of the bank stocks and did it with those. But I just want to be generic about this and show you apple for apple that it does not hurt to have more people or more funds being invested. So now we add 1,000 blocks. We have 2,000 blocks. There's a total of $200,000 to buy stocks, and all stocks have the same value as the previous example. Okay, so we're not buying any more of this one share. Wait, I believe we are. I'm sorry. Nope. 10,000 and 20,000 shares. Okay, so we're not buying those, because remember, it didn't pay hardly any dividends. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to up, because I got this one that pays 10% and one that pays 15%. So we're going to buy a lot more of those shares. So we're purchasing more of this one at $5 and purchasing more of this one at $10, because we know they pay better dividends. Okay, so what does that do? Well, it ends up the dividends are a lot higher, because we're purchasing the stocks that pay the higher dividends. So now instead of $8.65 per block when these dividends are paid, it's going to be $11.20 per block. See, about a 30% increase. Why? Because we concentrated on the ones that pay the best dividends. And that's basically what we're doing with AsiaCell and IBSD. We are concentrating on building those up because they pay the highest dividends. So every time I send a wire over and I increase our shares, I'm going to work to build those two up, unless my brokers can show me another one that pays as good a dividend as those have paid consecutively over the past few years. So the idea that selling more blocks is going to hurt you is untrue. Is it necessarily going to help? it really depends on IBSD and AsiaCell paying the same as they have paid in the past. There's no way to know for sure what this is going to do. There's no way to know much of anything other than we're going to continue to purchase the higher dividend stocks. We're going to continue to increase those that pay higher dividends or that we expect to pay higher dividends. And that dilutes the ones that will pay little to none. It dilutes their value every time we add more to the higher value stocks. So the notion that it's hurting anybody to keep adding blocks is simply not the case. And I could go into deeper detail, but I just wanted to show you a quick, easy example of why selling more blocks is helping everybody all the way around. Okay? So y'all take that for what it's worth, and I will talk to you again soon. Thanks.